Good morning, my friends. How are you? I am speaking to you from the west coast of the United States, and I'm continuing to share with you my insights into how we can deal with this pandemic of coronavirus that is now spreading throughout the world. I've posted a few reflections on this before, and I will continue to do so. And today I want to address a few things. One is how do we find safety and even happiness in these uncertain times? Number one. Number two, do meditation and prayer help? And if so, how? And number three, I will do a meditation, an intentional meditation again today from the Rig Veda. And so let me start with a little reflection on finding safety in these uncertain times. The first thing to know is that the human mind, can never be at peace or even create the experience of happiness. So it's very important to recognize that the mind is always conflicted because the mind is fragmented. Only a whole mind can be healing. And the whole mind is awareness prior to conditioning. Now, I don't want to go to too many theories other than to say it's more important to have a quiet mind than a positive mind. Trying to be positive when you're actually feeling insecure and unsafe actually creates more stress. So while I give homage to all those who talk about positive thinking, I think positive thinking can be also stressful, especially if you're not feeling safe. Okay, so if you're not feeling safe, a positive attitude can be a little stressful. A positive mind can be a turbulent mind as well, especially if you're trying too hard to be positive. So it is much more important to have a quiet mind or even a silent mind. You know, the silent mind is the spirit, it's awareness, it's consciousness. And consciousness, when it brings silence to our biology, it automatically sets the process of self-regulation and homeostasis, what we call choiceless awareness. Choiceless awareness. And so now that we have this directive from everyone who's an expert, that the best thing that we can do right now is to practice social, social disengagement or social distancing, meaning physical social distancing, because right now we are pretty intimate socially right here through cyberspace. So we can be intimate and we can be social without being physically social for the time being, till this whole pandemic runs out. And if you don't have the infection right now, and remember the incubation period can be anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 days to 2 weeks or 5-10 days. If you don't have any symptoms right now and you're not infected, either you know that because you had a test or you feel that because you're feeling totally normal, then the best strategy is this social distancing physically. Because if you don't have the disease, if you don't have the infection, then you can't give it. And if you stay without physical contact for the time being, then you won't get it. So if you don't have the infection, please stay home and practice everything that has been suggested in terms of hygiene, in terms of social distancing, and the things we are being told if you don't have the infection. And if you do have the infection, then don't give it, okay? And that is also all the practices that we have been learning in the last few days and weeks. And for that too, physical, social distancing is very important. But we know all this. We've kind of all learned this together and shared this together. So right now, let's look at the second question that is being asked. Does prayer, does meditation help? And the answer is, it certainly helps if you think it helps. Okay, that in itself will induce in a large percentage of people what was called or is called the placebo response. Placebo is when a belief or a thought that you hold to be true translates into a biological response. And this is very well known. And the biological response is mediated through neuropeptides and immunomodulators. Moreover, when your mind is quiet and still and silent, then self-regulation and healing do kick in. Now, introduce into this field of awareness, which is also your body, an intention, a prayer, a meditation, and at the same time surrender to unpredictability and go into silence will definitely trigger some response from the body. People have believed this for thousands of years and through the ages. They've practiced rituals, which are extremely important too, because rituals allow your intention to be focused, allow you to have focused awareness, allow you to be receptive to a broader context, allow you to tap into archetypal and symbolic energies, and allow you to intentionally release the energy in the direction of self-regulation and healing. So, as what has been said many times before, whatever we pay our attention to grows, and wherever we put our intention, that starts a trigger for transformation. So, in my view, meditation and prayer and intentional meditation work. Now, when they're given a time frame and given a ritualized practice, then they become even more effective. And if you have faith and belief, then it accelerates that effectiveness. So I thought for today, I will share with you a healing meditation that comes from the Rig Veda. I've been doing some of this in the last few days, and if you feel there's benefit from it, let me know, then I'll share more of these. And by the way, because we are physically, socially isolated, relatively speaking, there should be plenty of time to do these rituals and practice yoga and breathing and meditation and understanding the polyvagal theory, how chanting and deep breathing and yogasanas and body awareness and emotional well-being and good nutrition and good sleep and hanging in there for each other, all this helps, okay? So right now is a time not to be thinking only about ourselves, because if we think only about ourselves, that'll create stress. Next time you're feeling stressed, ask yourself, who am I thinking about, or what am I thinking about? And the great sages of the great wisdom traditions say, at this moment, or actually to enhance self-regulation and healing, you should take time off and take a break from habitual thinking. Habitual thinking is usually all about ourselves, my story. Everyone wants to focus on their story. You take a break from habitual thinking by focusing on how can I help, how can I share, how can I be more loving, passionate, or empathetic, how can I have peace of mind. Remember, that's an oxymoron. There's no peace in the mind. You have to go beyond the mind to find peace. How can I find peace? How can I find equanimity, which is the ultimate healing? How can I go beyond all fear, which is also the ultimate healing? So when I start to recite today's meditation, intentional meditation, and healing prayer, bear in mind that these meditations use symbolic expressions that are frequently referred to as gods and goddesses. But if you understand Vedanta, then gods and goddesses are symbolic representations of elements and forces in the universe, which are also the same elements and forces in our body. So think of the words that I'm going to use, Aditi and the Maruts and the elements and all of that, even the words gods and goddesses, as archetypal symbolic energies that allow us to surrender both to uncertainty and the wisdom of uncertainty, but also allow us to, in a way, download the archetypal energies of healing. Okay, so don't mind the words Mitra, Varuna, Aditis, all this are symbolic representations of higher consciousness and healing energies. So if you're ready for this meditation, then let me know, and you can sit quietly, be comfortable, keep your eyes open. And I would suggest in all these healing hymns to keep your awareness in your body, because just bringing awareness to the body in that attitude of surrender, gratitude, prayer, humility, and intentionality will help bring about self-regulation, healing, and homeostasis. So sit quietly, have your eyes open if you want, soft eyes, here right in the space that is engulfing all of us, where we're all inseparably interconnected as interbeings that arise in the interisness. And with that attitude of surrender, humility, and even, I would say, choiceless awareness with subtle intention, let these words, these healing words, resonate in your body. Ready? So Let's start. Let's start. I invoke today the vast, beautiful day and night. I invoke heaven and earth, Mitra, Varuna, Indra, the Maruts, the mountains, the waters, the Adityas, heaven and earth, the waters of the firmament, the whole host of archetypal energies and the gods. May the intelligent and truthful heaven and earth defend us from ignorance and from the malignant. Let not the malevolent forces have power over her. Let not the malevolent forces have power over us. We solicit today this protection of the gods, the archetypal energies, the elements and forces of the universe. May the Adityas, may Aditi, the mother of the opulent Mitra and Varuna, preserve us from whole ignorance. May we hasten to celestial light, which is free from disease. We solicit today this protection of the gods, of the elements and forces of the universe, of the archetypal energies of the universe to come and heal us. May the sounding stone drive away all evil forces, all imbalanced elements. May we obtain the happiness of the Adityas and the Maruts. We solicit today the protection of the gods. May Indra sit down upon the sacred grass. May the rain, Indra, the forces of the universe, sit down upon the sacred grass. May the goddess be propitious. May the celestial singers hymn to us and honor us. We offer an intelligent prayer for life. We solicit today this protection of the gods. Divine healers, make us sacrifice a safe place on this ecosystem of existence, free from injury, happy for the attainment of our desires. May the fire to which we offer our prayers blaze up towards the elements and forces, the gods and goddesses. May the fire of transformation, Agni, fire, transformation, ignite inside us. We solicit today this protection of the gods. We invoke today the protection of the gods. We deservedly invoke today purifying, beautiful troops of the Maruts, the givers of felicity, the dispensers of riches. We meditate upon them for the attainment of well-being. We solicit today this protection of the gods. We offer the Soma, the protector of the waters, affluent in life, the delighter of the gods, who is well praised, the glory of healing, the brilliant raid of energy, of vigor. We desire today the protection of the gods. We solicit today this protection of the gods, free from illness, free from disease, free from discomfort. Let us offer our prayers today, sharing with those who share with us. May those who create imbalance carry off our iniquity. May those who create imbalance carry off our inequity in different directions. We solicit today this protection of the gods. Gods who are entitled to the worship of men and women and all humans and all sentient beings, hear our prayers and grant us that which we request. Bestow upon us the intelligence of existence that we require for healing. We implore today the special protection of the mighty, the great, the irresistible elements and forces and gods and goddesses, that we may obtain, even in these trying times, affluence, abundance, creativity, and healing. We solicit today this protection of the gods. May we be free from ignorance. May we be free from disease. May we be happy in the enjoyment of the happiness of the mighty kindled Agni, and in keeping of Mitra and Varuna for our welfare. May we be among the excellent projects. We solicit today this protection of the gods. May universal gods who take part in the functions of Savitri, the energy of the cosmos, the parent of truth, of Mitra and Varuna, confer upon us auspicious and honorable consciousness. Auspicious and honorable consciousness. May Savitri on the west, Savitri on the east, Savitri on the north, Savitri on the south. May Savitri, the cosmic energy, send us all desired healing, abundance, abundance of truth, abundance of love, abundance of compassion, abundance of joy, abundance of peace, abundance of equanimity. May Savitri bestow upon us, all of us, a long and healthy life. We solicit today this protection of the gods. We invite today the spirit of healing for all of us. So I hope you heard the hymn with awareness in your body. Let these words resonate again and again if you find them helpful. And share them with all that you love, and that should be everyone today. And in this freedom of settled awareness, introduce the intention of healing personally and to all existence. That's true abundance, true affluence of all that is good. Healing, wholeness, holy, and sacred. So please enjoy the hymn. Take time to reflect. Ask yourself what's really important in this moment. And let's stay here. Let's create a global Sangha for healing. Sangha, as the great teachings of the East say, seek of not just the East, all wisdom traditions, but I'm using the East right now because I'm from the East. Take refuge in the Buddha, which means higher consciousness. Take refuge in the Dharma, our purpose collectively for awakening each other, and take practice in the Sangha, this community of sentient beings that we all are here for our collective healing. Take care.